Hello and welcome. Today is our Thursday Q&A call. This is Tina Bradford. I am a national trainer here, and I have one of our other national trainers with me here,
Starlet Johnson. Hello, everyone.
And we just want to get started first by making sure that you can hear us well as see our screen. So did I set up the computer right? That's really what it comes down to. So drop in, if you're with an enterprise, drop that enterprise name in and where you're located in the U.S. This is like the Where is Carmen San Diego or Where is Waldo thing.
I dig it.
So
any organization that you're from, let us know so we can say hello to you right in the question feature within the webinar control panel. Just type in your name, how you're feeling, what organization you're from, what city and state, and we can move forward.
Yay, Dave has won. He is the first one to answer. So he is in Fort Worth, Texas.
Nice.
I think you should go visit.
I know, but I don't think I want to go towards the summertime. I hear it's very hot out there.
And we have Prime Lending with Lanny. Welcome. Anyone else want to share today?
Don't be shy.
Cricket.
I know. Well, let's get started. Let's talk about today's agenda. Usually for the Q&A session, this is your opportunity. We have Pam with People Home Equity. Welcome, Pam. What we like to do is start off with questions and answers. If you have anything, any tough questions or any scenarios that you have been facing within Mortgage Coach using our system here, we want to answer any of those questions for you. Tina really likes polls, so do I. So we're going to pop in a poll question and see what are some of the topics we can discuss with you today without starting our own pre-dedicated topic today, but just see what are some of the needs out there in the industry. So Tina's going to launch that poll for you.
First, I want to say, is there anything you want to see before we launch our poll? Last call. Did you come here to get answers? Because if you did, that's what we want to do first. We want to make sure that we get those answers. And if you have not come here to get those answers, we're going to launch this poll. What do you want to see? What do you guys want us to teach you today? What can we do for you? That is the question.
So go ahead and answer in the poll. Select the particular answers here. Do you want to see a transaction with working with MI, a move-up buyer, MI options, settings, marketing? Tina's very great with giving you great tips on how to market yourself. And if there's something other than this list, please type it right there in the webinar control panel. Hi, Mike from Churchill Mortgage.
Welcome.
So let us know. We are going to give you a few more moments to answer within the poll.
I like getting it to 70%. We are at 63. So let's get on in there.
You guys are still changing your mind and deciding. So we're going to give it just a few more moments and before we take it away, and then we'll show you what the results are. But it's really moving in my co-partner's favor.
So let's go ahead and close that poll, and we're going to share those results with you. So it looks like the vast majority of you guys would like to see settings and marketing. So here's what we'll do. Star is all about really teaching those settings. She's great at really diving into it. So we'll let Star teach those settings to you. And then I'll take over and I'll teach you some marketing techniques. I love marketing. I actually have a background in marketing, and one of my degrees is in marketing. I'm an overeducated female. So go ahead, Star. Take it away.
She's over the top, guys. So I'm going to talk about your settings just a little bit here. Whenever you want to access the Mortgage Coach software system, you can do it one of two ways. From our website here with accessingmortgagecoach.com, member services is definitely the area for new and existing members here. So you can access help through our support center under member services. Also, pick up that quick start guide. It is a great design playbook guide to help you with a lot of things to leverage yourself within Mortgage Coach, for as sharing presentations, marketing yourself, what to say, how to differentiate yourself from your competitors, some handy tips on how to add video. Also, what are some of the things that you should say with doing your video? So check out that Getting Started guide there. And this is the way that you can log in to a Mortgage Coach. So you can log into the system right under Member Services from our website. The second way is to open up a blank browser. So if you're working with Internet Explorer, Foxfire, Safari, you can open up a blank browser and type in the address edge.mortgagecoach.com. So here, once you enter in your email and password, it will take you to your dashboard, which is your home screen. Now, in the settings area, you want to make sure every time you build a presentation, you want to make sure that your settings or your setting information is correct. So if we were to look at one of Tina's particular presentations here, Hunter. I like that name, Hunter.
That's my son.
Is that your son? Oh, that's a nice name.
But he ain't buying no house.
No, he's not buying a house. So on your final presentation here, when you're looking at the preview, this is where your settings comes to play. So in your final presentation, you want to make sure that you have your lovely headshot here, all of your contact information, and you want to make sure that the address also is properly indicated, because those are the areas that are showing on your presentation. Also below, how you're known. So equal housing lender or equal housing opportunity. So in Mortgage Coach, from the home screen, you'll locate the settings area. And in the settings area, there's a number of things that you can do. So the first tab is the contact. So make sure that all of your contact information is correct. Also, anytime you make any changes in the settings area, you want to make sure that you select the save button to save all those changes. If those changes are made without hitting the save button, that information will not be implemented. In your setting and your contact information, you will locate a Start Now address. This information is also carried on your final presentation. So on your final presentation, you'll notice a Start Now button. So when you're out there, Tina's going to show you how to do that marketing skill. But when you're out there marketing with your customers, prospects, or clients, and you're doing that great video, Tina's going to get on camera and show you how to market yourself on video as well.
Star will be on camera today too.
So when you hit that Start Now button, it's going to drive your customer for that business. So for example, if you're doing your video and you say, okay, Tina, thank you very much for taking on an online application, talking with me based on your financial needs. Let's get the transaction started. Hit that Start Now button and do an online application. So when your customer or prospect clicks on that Start Now button, it's going to drive your customer wherever you have that address. So here, Tina has it on the landing page of the sign-in. So if you are working with ABC Mortgage and ABC Mortgage on the website, within that website, it has an attribute for application. You can copy and paste that web address there. And when your customers click on that address, that Start Now button, it will drive that business to that location. And then next is the image. So make sure you get your lovely headshot here. Here's Tina. Make sure your logo is also uploaded as well. So you will browse wherever you have those particular images on your desktop, your saved folders, wherever. And you want to make sure that those images are within pixels. So for the headshot, 50 by 75, the logo 200 by 50. In the settings area, you can also build your product templates. We have some great quick tutorial hits on how to add product templates and fee templates. So when you're building your presentation to save some time, you can pull from those particular templates. So that's all about the settings area high level. I want to show you how to access help for your settings as well. So I'm going to go to Home. You'll notice in the wizard, there's a help button here. And remember, on our website, you can also access the support center. So if you click on the help button or support center directly, if you type in setting up the basics, this is a great quick hit tutorial. All of our quick hit videos are anywhere from 7 to 12 minutes. I'm going to copy and paste this in our chat area within the webinar control panel. So all of you can click on this particular quick tutorial. But this is setting up the basics. So setting up your contact information, uploading your photo, creating product templates, fee templates, your extended disclosure. So if you need to list your parent company, subsidiary company, all of your licensing information to stay within compliance, there is an extended disclosure. And if you are paying for your membership as an individual, how to change your account and billing information, and also setting up your click to call credit. So this is a great useful tutorial to go over everything that I just discussed with you high level. So that's all about settings. So if you have any questions about the settings, please let me know and I will do my best to answer those questions for you before I turn it off to my co-host Tina to talk to you about marketing. And there is a question here. Let's say it says, what do we make sure the site says in the settings area for the start now? So in your start now, if you have, let's say, for example, let me go back to settings. Contact information. So let's say, for example, you want to have your customer go to your website. So if you don't have a specific area in your website, maybe you want your customer just to go to that website, look at some testimonials, look at the other products that you offer, be able to contact maybe your customer service department. So you can put whatever you want in this area. So you have to have information there so you're able to see the Start Now button. So any type of online application, maybe there's something within your website like the domain. You just need to copy that information for where that application is housed and put it right there in that Start Now area. So I hope that answers your question, Pam. If not, let me know right there in the webinar control panel.
So great question. Are you guys ready to have a little bit of fun? Because I love marketing and we can really dive into some fun things with all of the media out there. But what I need to know first is I know every company has policies, compliance. Are you allowed to post on LinkedIn and Facebook or Twitter, anything like that? If you're allowed to post on there, let me know that you're allowed to post on there. I want to see how many of you are allowed. So it's important for me to make sure that you do follow compliance because I know, because I've been caught before. If you're not following compliance, I just didn't have my NMLS license on my LinkedIn. So if you're not following compliance, they will find you. And we want to make sure that you're following compliance. So thank you, Eric. Eric is allowed to. And Michael.
And also, guys, you'll notice in the webinar control panel, there is a hand feature. So you can also raise your hand and give Tina a high five and let her know as well. That's another great indicator for you to let us know on this end that you're hearing us loud and clear and you're participating during the call.
Thank you, Denise. So, okay, I love marketing, and with so much social media out there, there is no reason why, as a loan officer, if you are allowed, yes, Pam, it is being recorded, and if you'd like, I'll make sure and get that over to you afterwards. But there is no reason why, as a loan officer, you should not be marketing yourself, because the number one goal is for people to hear your name 5 to 7 times. 5 to 7 is that magic number. That's that number that makes people remember and associate you with the product. So our goal with marketing is to get you in front of the client 5 to 7 times to associate you with the product. So first thing first, create marketing pieces within your mortgage coach. If I go to my view all and I click on search, you will see at the top of my search there are several different ones with the asterisk in front of it. These are marketing pieces. It does not have any client's personal information in there. And I know that it is a fabulous presentation that is completely set up and ready for a realtor or anyone to view. So that is the first and foremost thing. If you want help setting these up, these are also called master templates. You can go right back into that search in that help area, and you can set up those master templates as well. So that is the first key thing that you need to do, because these are several of the things that you're going to be using when you're marketing. What's a couple of the number one strategies that you think would be best for marketing right now? So drop in that question box. Think of a strategy. What strategy, if you were going out marketing today in your area, which strategy would you think would have the most relevance for today? So let me know if you have any opinion on this. You guys are really quiet today.
I have an opinion.
Do you?
I do.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. I think that the number one strategies right now would be for your past book of business, maybe to do a move up buyer scenario, or a lot of people like myself are living in those luxury communities, right? You have that all that state-of-the-art information or needs in a luxury community, but again, you're not retaining any form of equity. So maybe a rent versus own. And Michael's on the same pathway as me.
So is Eric. Rent to own and cost of waiting. Great one too, Michael. So these are ones that I definitely would want to get out there in the market. So let me go into my cost of waiting, and I'm going to use this one because I just built it. I know exactly what's in there. So let's pull up this cost of waiting, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to market this. I'm going to market in a few different ways, and I will also bring up on the other side really quickly. I'm going to bring in my LinkedIn account. This is one of the ways that I do market is that LinkedIn account. So first thing I want to show you guys what my cost of waiting looks like. If you have not built yourself a cost of waiting analysis, now is the time to go in and get it done. So this is the cost of waiting. This shows had they purchased January 2017, what it would cost. And we know today's rates are lower than then. So it really shows a good representation. And then by the end of the year, Freddie Mac has said that they expect those rates to be around 4.7. So that is the rate that I used. And I did not even increase the purchase price on this one. So I'm assuming they just have a purchase price. This is what they can afford. So that's what they're going to buy in. But they will see if they wait, just based on interest alone, they're going to pay $150 more per month. So I'm going to take this presentation. There we go. Somehow we clicked on not shown. So let me go back here so you guys can see. There you go. Now can you see my screen? I have a couple of you guys letting me know. Give me a thumbs up, a high five, something in order to let me know you can see it.
Perfect.
Great. Okay, so this was the presentation I'm talking about, and you can see here I've left it on the 550, and the only thing I changed in this presentation was just that interest rate. So you can see how it does reflect for the client, and it shows them just on the interest rate alone, they're going to be paying $150,000 more. So I'm going to go and I'm going to grab this link right here. Now, the one thing I am going to make sure that you're aware is one thing you want to make sure is if you are posting on Facebook and LinkedIn, you post relevant information. Because if you're just copying other people's articles and you're just placing their articles into yours, first of all, those articles are probably viral, which means everyone has seen them and seen them multiple times. So unless it's a really, really great article, I do not suggest reposting other people's stuff. That's the first thing. Unless maybe it's your friend's article that they just wrote and they clicked it to you and it's a great article, repost that, but don't repost those virals because it's not relevant. Everyone has already seen them, and then they're not going to come back and read your information. So when I go in and I'm posting something new on my Facebook or on my LinkedIn, I want to make sure it's something relevant. So in here, we are working with that cost of waiting. And so I'm going to type in a short little piece. Has your clients considered the cost of waiting till the end of the year? That's all I'm posting. Nothing heavy, nothing that they have to read through a whole bunch of information. Really simple and to the point. Now I'm going to paste in my presentation piece. So let's paste that in. Now I do not like having the actual link there, so I delete it out after I paste it. So now when they come in and they look, and I leave it as public and I post it. So a couple of things about your LinkedIn. First off, I have a very large network. I have almost 2,000 people. And your question is probably, why do you have so many people? First of all, I accept everyone. This one's someone from federal. I accept everyone's friendship. This is all about business. I do not post any personal information on here about my family, about what's going on, with them. It is all business information. Business need to know, and that's it. So I know no matter who's on this list, they're never receiving anything that might make them look at me or view me with a different image than what I want to be viewed at. So LinkedIn is my number one place that I do my marketing. Now on here, again, when I'm on here, I go through and I just connect. And I add everyone. If you want to be added to my LinkedIn, absolutely. I throw a lot of mortgage coach information on there. Just go ahead and add me. And it's Tina Bradford. But the other thing on here is when you look into, let's click on my profile. When you look at my profile, and we're going to, because I just put a new feed up there, you can see the type of feeds that I do. And I always, if someone has moved up into a different position, I'm always going in and saying, congratulations, good job. I send them individual emails, but I also have, pieces from Mortgage Coach that I'm putting on there. Wally is a great interview. He is funny and candid. People like him and gravitate towards him, so I threw that up there. But my number one viewed article was actually an article I recently wrote myself, and I think that was it. And the article basically is on mortgage rates. Everyone's complaining about mortgage rates. We want people to stop looking at it negatively because it could be back up in the 6s and 7s and 8s, and it's not. We are still incredibly low. So this is an article that I wrote, or just a really small insert that just says, rates are not as high as you're assuming they are. They're still low. You have no other debt out there lower than current rates. So it's still a great time to buy. So that is one of the things I placed on there. So that's kind of fun. And like I said, keep it business only. If you're a female, and I know that many of us love our selfies, don't go putting anything on there that is inappropriate that might make people view you differently. Same with guys. Don't go putting drinking pictures on your LinkedIn. This is solely about business. Now let's go to the more fun little environment. This is my Facebook. And Facebook, there is one thing that I highly suggest. And I'm going to do it right now. And I have not planned this. I have not told anyone to go on. But let's do live video. And Starlet, you come on over here and be live video with me on my Facebook. Come on, you can do it.
I'm just going to learn from your marketing piece. I'm going to be your spectator.
So here is my live video. And you know what? I can say something about this video. So we're going to do marketing, loan officers. And basically, when you're on here, people can see that you're on here. When I'm ready to go live and I'm happy with the way it looks, And I can do friends. I could do public. So, I mean, I don't care. This is a very basic video. So once I go live, it'll tell me I'm ready. So now I can go on. Hey, hi everyone. So we are marketing live with people online right now. And I just wanted to say hi. And you'll see people start popping in. And normally in the beginning, give it like 5 minutes for people to start popping in before you give the bulk of your message. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't know about this. However, you'll find out just like when you're doing the videos for Mortgage Coach, this is very similar as doing the videos for Mortgage Coach. You just want to be able to go on there for a short period of time in order to allow people to get your message. One of the things I might do is drop in that little piece that I did earlier, that marketing piece, and I can drop it right in there. So now they can go on and they can look at the marketing piece as well, why they are viewing me, and I'm talking about it. So this is still a great market. Interest rates are low. If you wait to buy, look at that cost of waiting presentation and you will see that it is still a great time to buy. Talk to them. So this way you are able to get the message across, and the longer you stay on live, the longer or more feed you will get. Now, I will tell you, if you are one of those people with lots of loan officers on your Facebook, I would suggest you creating a group that excludes your loan officers. The reason why is simply because you don't want them marketing like you're marketing. You don't want to have them copying you, doing the same thing that you're doing when you're marketing. So as you can see, we've got a couple of people on here. They can come in and say hi. I can say, hi, Mike. How are you doing? Hello, Melody. So Mike is actually a loan officer. He can go in and text me. Mike, are you doing cost of waiting analysis with your borrowers? So we'll see if Mike is doing his cost of waiting analysis. So that is another one that they can look at, they can view, and you can connect with the people that you've created. And another thing is if you really want to keep that group little, make those groups on your Facebook. If you have professional people on your Facebook that you want to maintain that business image, create that group. And so when you place those business image information on there, you are only marketing to that group. You're not marketing to other people. So I'm going to go ahead and say bye on here. We're going to click on finish and it'll add that up there onto my Facebook. Now what I can also do is I can come back and delete this if I don't want other people to see it later on. So let me ask you, are you doing any unique marketing yourself in the business right now? Is there any certain marketing tool that you really like more than other marketing tools? So we'll give you a minute. Star's over there not being on camera today, and which is funny because she looks absolutely fabulous today. She's super cute.
Well, thank you, Tina. I really do appreciate that. One thing I want to show everyone, just as a recap of what you've done, can you show the users how by adding the asterisk in front of the topic, how it shows in the beginning on your home screen? Or actually when you went to search all.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys log in and you're at your home to see all of your records at a glance, you can select view all. You can put in search criteria, or you can just hit search and all your records will be visible at a glance. Now, also I want to tell you, so Tina showed you a best way to market yourself, but also I pulled up the mobile device and I want to show you the mobile. So this is a great way to engage your prospects, your customers, your prospects. I'm sorry, I said it all right. Your prospects, your customers, and your partners. So here's a way that you can put an asterisk in front of the name and you can see all of those categories right at the top. So Tina said if you have your first 5 or 10 marketing pieces, you can show this and email those right from the computer right away to your customers. But on the mobile, by having the mobile piece, if you double click and if you have this particular app downloaded, so Apple Store for the iPhone, Google Play for the Android, you'll click on the icon here on your home screen. And once you do, this is the landing page of the application for you to log in. So you'll hit the silhouette to the top left to log in, put your email and password, just like you would on the browser, and you will access those records. So here, I want to get to the same place where Tina is on my mobile. So I want to access my particular marketing pieces within my app. So I'm going to select client. I could scroll through to look for the ones that I'm looking for, or I can hit search just like you would on the browser, but search on the mobile. You can put in search criteria here, or you can hit search to view all. So you could do it the same way, but I also want to give you another quick tip. So let's say we did search and you're always out in the field, and you can put a keyword in front of any type of presentation, maybe like mobile. So when you're out there, maybe you're not doing Facebook Live, maybe you're at one of those mixers. They always have those network meetings with all the professionals, and you have maybe your first 5 or 10 presentations, and you put mobile here. And then that way you can have these marketing pieces and you can share those directly with your partners right to their mobile device. So maybe if I want to show a customer, what were we doing? A move up buyer presentation. I can select, what's it, cost of waiting?
Cost of waiting.
Oh, okay. Here's the cost of waiting presentation. I want to click on cost of waiting, and I want to select total cost analysis. And now I want to share the presentation. So I'm going to hit the share icon in the top right. That is the folder with the arrow going through it for iPhone users, and for Android, your share indicator will be the same way. It's just a V with a 3-dot connector. I can select that option and I can send that right to my prospect, that particular dynamic link right to their cell phone, and I can show them how instrumental the cost of waiting presentation is. So I just wanted to show you mobile as well. So a great tip for marketing is put a keyword there and make it easy accessible when you're looking for those presentations. So that was my little piece, Tina.
Thanks. Another little piece is how many of you are out there doing open house or first time home buyer seminars? So who out there is doing an open house or first time home buyer seminars of any type? So we have Denise, Lance, we have a few of you. If you are out there doing these presentations and you have access to a television, you can go on and you can use the Edge Live to drive your presentation while you're on there. So let's go in. I'm going to go into, let's say I'm doing a first-time home buyer. So I'm going to go in and find my first-time home buyer. Again, I'm going to use that marketing piece. That marketing piece has no information about clients. So rent to own right here, opening that up. And you're going to open it up on your phone initially, because that way you can walk around and you can do anything you want while you're on your phone. Now you're going to go to the end, to the preview, and you're going to generate the link, and you're going to open up the same presentation on your phone, and now you're going to grab this link. We're going to copy it, and let's just place it into a random one right here. And this is going to open it up just like it would for the client. And I'm going to do Star's little split screen here. So let's pull this one off. Star loves the split screen.
I love Edge Live, everyone. I think it's very instrumental. It's a wow factor for your customers. So if you're not doing Edge Live with your customers, it's always great if that customer cannot come in the office and meet you, or you have a husband and a wife and you're trying to educate each borrower. You can do it when they're in the office, when they're at home. You can do Edge Live from your mobile, from your computer. And don't forget, everyone, if you are not advanced like our marketing guru here, Tina, and doing Facebook Live, you also can do video on the presentation using the browser, and also do video using your mobile. So you can do that, and it's not live, but you can delete a couple of times, redo it if you need to, just in case you get that video just right and make sure your physique is lined up. But you have the ability to do a little few edits before you send that out to your customer. So that's always a great way as well. So just want to throw that out there for you.
So once you are in Edge Live, and the one I'm driving from, this would be my cell phone, so I can walk around as I'm talking. You can really talk people through the presentation. This is a rent versus own analysis. So I can go in and I can show them, I am showing you 3 different options. We have the FHA, the 5% with down payment assistance, and then we have the 5% with down payment assistance where they bought the rate down a little bit. So paying points towards the initial closing. Then I can go in, and as you can see, as I'm doing it, it is driving it on the TV. So as I talk through it in the open house or in the first time home buyer seminar, I can really allow them to see what is going on in the presentation. And I'm just giving Star a minute. She's going to bring it up on the phone as well. So we're going to just slow it down a little bit, put it in slow-mo.
Yes, slow it down, please.
So is anyone out there using Edge Live right now with your clients? Have you considered using it with the open house or first time home buyer seminar? We have a lot of crickets today. There's actually quite a few of you on the call today, and we only have a small group of you guys that are really participating. So hopefully you're getting something out of it. I know as loan officers, because I'm a loan officer, we're all ADHD. We're all over the place. So I get it.
One of the things too, it takes a little time. It takes some time to get used to using any type of new devices and new strategies and new things. But I can definitely tell you, if you start using this and start engaging with your customers, becomes more of a regiment, and it gets easier and easier for everyone whenever you're doing Edge Live on your particular presentations. So I have my cell phone here, and this is the view. If your customer clicks on that link from their browser, as Tina showed you in that second window to the right, or maybe you have the wife on the mobile phone, this is where you can drive that education. And you can give us a raise of hands, but how many times or how many people or transactions have you had where there's multiple borrowers? And maybe, Tina, you have from your past experience where you have multiple borrowers and you have either the one who makes all the decisions, right?
She used to say the wife making all the decisions.
The wife who makes all the decisions. Husbands out there, it's always the wife, but the one who makes the influencer who makes all the decisions, you may relay some information to that party, and when it gets to the second party, it's not the same information. That's why video is very important. When you leave that message, each borrower can get the same message at the same time each and every time. So did you ever experience that where you have to explain yourself multiple times?
It always happens, but whoever's the decision maker always wins.
That is true.
So yes, there is a link, a frequent question. If you go into the help where we showed you earlier and you type in Edge Live, you will get a little help screen that will show you what is going on. Stop touching it. You're making it move. She's touching the phone. We're not going to allow her to do that. So let me go back off here. She's getting in trouble.
You're so mean.
Only to you. There we go.
You're so mean to me.
So clicking into any of the windows, you would highlight the same way you normally would highlight as you talk about it. So you can see in this scenario, we want you to look at that blended rate here and be able to see those different interest rates on each product. You can see that the cash to close is significant less for product number 2. And during the presentation, you want to make sure and let them know, this is just an analogy. I would love to customize an analogy just for you. So go ahead and after this meeting, get me your contact information and I can send you the total cost analysis. You can look at it anywhere you are. If you download the program onto your phone, we can work together throughout the whole purchase, and I can always update it on the fly for you as well for that price or the interest rate for the day going. So it is a great tool for you to use, again, when you're marketing in open houses and first-time home buyers, because they can go on there. Now, I am going to show you exactly how Star put it on the phone because she's not in my account. When you go back here, these little, and I can't do it on here.
I'll do it for you.
Those last few digits, all she needed to do was type in those last few digits. You want me to pull it back up for you?
Yes.
So when I click on share, these last few digits right here, 1BYCD1, even if you were to type this into yours in that same spot right now, then she clicks on the view.
The little caret to the right.
The caret, yes. Then it logs right into the presentation. So if you are also into a room and let's say you don't have a TV with you, ask everyone, go ahead and pull your cell phones out. You can have them download Mortgage Coach right there. The Mortgage Coach application only takes about 1.5 minutes to download. It's very quick because it's little, takes up a little bit of space.
And it's free.
And it's free. You can have them download it right there in the class. And then you can have them just drop these 6 digits and numbers or digits and letters into it. And then they can pull it up on their phone while you are driving the presentation. So you can do a large room of 50, 75, 100 people.
Yeah, from 20 to 200 people. And this is great if you are partnering with a realtor and you're at a first-time home buyer seminar.
Yep.
That would be great.
Be fabulous. So if you guys haven't thought about that, practice doing that Edge Live. And I know we were asked about that Edge Live location. Let's go in.
Go to our support center.
To our support center.
And also in that handout area, there are tips to show you how to highlight in real time. So you can definitely see that in the actual information as well. So how to use Edge Live. That's a quick tutorial that you can review and you can do it. One of the good things too, before you do it with a customer, just so you're comfortable, do it with your colleague, right? Your coworker or your husband, your wife, someone that you can use. Also do video. I don't know about you, but I can definitely tell you your family is the best critic because they will be honest.
Correct.
They will be very honest with you and say, no, Tina, you need another retake. Oh, wait. And then when you're highlighting in real time using Edge Live, you can see as soon as you say, let's look at the rate, in seconds, it highlights the rate. So everything that you're driving, and sometimes customers say, did you hack my computer? How are you doing this? How are you moving my phone? So it's definitely a wow moment for you.
The other factor is if you are on the phone with your client, and I just want to throw this in, and they have the presentation up in front of them, but they're like, well, what if we buy a house that costs $300,000? That payment's a little high for us. You can go into Mortgage Coach while they are on the phone, and you can do that update, and they don't have to jump out of the presentation. They can stay in that presentation. So maybe we put it to $385. This next button right here, the little arrow button that says next, that is your save button. Click on there. Oh, it should have been $285. We want that to go down, not up. Let's go back one. But it will automatically update the presentation while they are in the presentation. They do not have to get out of the presentation, which is a little fabulous thing for you to know. You can see right there, it just updated for the higher price. So now you're going to see it update for the lower price. And you can go into each of your scenarios and update it while they are in the presentation. So you don't have to have them get out and say, wait one moment. It is completely live. So it is fabulous. Now we do have a question on that Start Now button again. So let's go back to this Start Now button. And my question to you, Pam, is do you have a site that is your application site? So do you have a spot where you send clients online to start an application? So I'm just waiting for Pam. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, that address, the HTMPPS address up here, you're going to copy it when you're on that page. So you're going to click on copy, then you're going to come here to that Start Now, and you're going to paste it right in there. That way, when your clients are ready to get started on an application, they can click right on the presentation, Start Now, right here, and instead of it taking you to My Mortgage Coach Edge, it would take it right to your application. So that is what you want to put in there. Now remember, whenever you make changes here, you always need to click the Save button. That Save button makes sure that those changes do stick. Otherwise, when you go in there next time, that information you changed would be back to the way it was before.
And same thing on your presentations. Whenever you make any changes, always arrow to the right, which is your save indicator. If you don't arrow to the right, then those changes will not be saved as well.
Any other questions today? Or anything else you want us to go over? A couple other places you can throw Mortgage Coach presentations. Throw it in there as a Twitter. Tweet it out there to the world. Let them see your little presentation. And remember, if they are on the computer and they click on it, it automatically just goes to the presentation. If they are on a mobile device, it will go and ask them to download the program. So it would be your, yes, it would be that where you have your online application, if you have an online application. So anything else today?
How many of your customers are actually looking at your presentations that you've created on their mobile device? How many of your customers currently right now are looking at your presentations using your mobile device? Let us know that right there in the webinar control panel.
And while we're waiting for that answer, let's talk about one little spot that Star didn't talk about, this Edge widget right here. Let me click on that Edge widget. If you have a web page, or if you have somewhere online where you post, this allows them to go right into a small little piece that has you emailed directly. If your email is in the system, it will email you and it'll notify you that someone wants mortgage advice. And in order for you to be able to use this, all you need to do is copy this little link right here. And then I'll just do it like I was pasting it. I just won't post it. Let's go back home, and you can see I've got some movement on here, which is always fabulous. I always have movement on my LinkedIn. You'll paste it in here. And then once I post it, it's going to be a little widget that they can click on. And when they click on that widget, it will take them to a little place where they can, that's the email link.
And you can also take this one and you could text it as well to your customers.
So this will actually give them that link so they can notify you they want your advice. So I don't want to post it on there because I'm not a loan officer, which is thankful for you guys because I'm no longer your competition. So any other questions today?
Well, this has definitely been great. It's been useful on what they can do in their settings area. We provided some information of how they can go back and revisit any type of product templates. Also, networking, also their marketing pieces. And we've showed them how to access additional help in the support center as well. So that's always helpful.
Hey, are you guys aware that we do have a new little widget on our support center? Down in the lower right corner, we have that little blue support button. which is kind of cool because we no longer have to tell you, email us at support@mortgagecoach.com. If you go in here and you type in what you want, let's say, because it's right there on my screen, I'm going to type in my nest. Oh, I didn't get any responses. Let's see if they used it as a one word. There we go. But this does not answer my question, and I've gone into the view more, and I still have a little bit more information. If I click on that contact, it actually emails it directly to support for you now. So you place your name, your email address. If you are doing a total cost analysis, place that total cost analysis link in here so we can see where that problem is, or if you're working with cash to close or what it is, so we can look at your total cost analysis and dive into there and understand a little bit more about what you're doing. So that's a neat little feature that we just added.
I know, it's cool.
The My Nest is rolled out to certain enterprises right now. What enterprise are you with, Pam? Or are you with an enterprise? That's the other question, because you might not be with an enterprise at all. No. So it is rolled out right now to certain enterprises. Now, that doesn't mean that a client cannot use My Nest. They can always go on and they can download it onto their phone and take pictures of the homes and stuff. And I believe my phone's not attached. If my phone was attached, I would show you some of the cool features of My Nest, because it really is a fun little tool to use. I don't know if there's any homes in that one. So we're going to actually bring over the My Nest. So for any of you guys that are not familiar with My Nest is a house hunting tool. So in order for you, and you can go on and put it on your phone as well, but you can go in, type in My Nest into your Google or your iStore. And once you're in there, you can go into any home and it creates this electronic version of the home that you go into. So you can go in there. The only thing is, if it asks you for an activation code, you don't have an activation code. So you would not be linked to a loan officer at this time. If you are a loan officer at one of the enterprises that it's been rolled out to, let me know if you don't know how to use that activation code. And I'll make sure that I get it to you offline. But you can go into the home, and when you go into homes or you look at them online, you're seeing these professional photos of these homes. And I'm actually like this. This is a professional photo. It has great lighting. They've probably gone in and photoshopped things, maybe cleaned that white up, because that white on that home is really white. So they've cleaned it all up. The great thing about My Nest is you, as the shopper, can now go in and take your own photos. So it really helps you know, what does it really look like. You can also add features onto the home. If I go into edit, because it's a one I've already done, I can add different photos. I can shoot video. I can even record a message. Maybe when I go upstairs, I can see spots on the ceiling from water damage. So as a shopper, I can really track the homes that I'm going into, and that way I can compare the homes together. You want to talk about it a little?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, everyone that's on the call, this is great for home buyers. I'm not a first-time home buyer, but I will be buying another home. But this is great for those who are looking for homes, because I've been to a lot of open houses. And when you go in there, as say for myself, I'm shopping. So as a prospect, you're going in there blindly. Some people have notepads, some people do not. So this is not a home search tool. This is a home shopping tool. So it makes your experience a little bit digital, just like Tina mentioned earlier, where I can take this app and take my own photo of that master bedroom, and I can say, I can rate this room. This master bedroom is kind of small, doesn't have dual master closets. Oh, it has carpet in the bathroom. Oh, I'm only going to rate it a 2, right? And that way I can add a video, have my commentary, have those pictures. So then when I'm working with my realtor, now I can say I reviewed 5 homes, and now I have a better prospect of those homes to narrow it down and put down an offer. But when you're just writing it down, sometimes you forget. Me and my husband may forget. Our notes may get convoluted. But if we have an actual picture where we're actually able to hone down our choices, this is a great app for that. So this is something that is great for your customers out there looking to do an app or get inside of a contract. It makes it easier for the lender. It makes it easier for the realtor. It really cuts down the sales cycle time because your bar knows exactly what they want because they have a tool to really make that confident decision.
Fabulous. So yeah, and also I know with me shopping, I'm shopping with my boyfriend, and we are going at different times. We send each other the homes so he can look on his My Nest, the homes that I've gone into and looked at, and he can get kind of a better image of the home than what you see online. Because like I said, online, it's not the realistic world. They want to put their best foot forward. Just like when we initially meet someone, we are always on our best behavior.
Right. And you can't tell from the pictures if the carpet smells moldy. But when you're in there at that app, you can say, I'm rating this house a high -3 because the carpet smells moldy or need new carpet. So it's a great tool for a person who is looking to buy a home.
Fabulous. Any other questions out there? And as soon as we do roll it out to the masses, right now it still is beta tested. We will be sure to have a fabulous Thursday training on My Nest.
Absolutely. So we're almost to the top of the hour. So we're going to last call for any questions. We are doing that final call, last call for any questions that we can answer for you before we let you go. But it has been great. It has been great working with you today, Tina.
And I would say last call for alcohol because I'm sure it's happy hour somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Maybe not alcohol, maybe like a soda.
For you.
For me. Okay, everyone, last call for any questions that you may have before we let you go. Just to let you go, let you know, just for a few of you who are hanging on, if you need some additional training, Tina's going to touch on the hyperlink for the calendar. Once you click on the hyperlink, it takes you to our event calendar. All of the training that we offer to all of our members is open. We offer training Monday through Friday.
Let me plug one. This is the Intro to Mortgage Coach, given to you by our very own Star. So she is in there. She makes sure that you have a solid grasp of Mortgage Coach so you are comfortable using it in front of clients.
Absolutely correct. So I provide you some of the basics training and we build a presentation together. So along with intro on Tuesdays is a interview with our CEO, Dave Savage, interviews all top industry leaders in your industry. They share their best practices, what works, they share their secrets. So if you've never visited or attended a Tuesday interview, I highly suggest that you do. If you don't, you're missing out.
Yes, it's great for motivation as well as it keeps you on top of what's going on in the industry. By the way, speaking of the industry, yesterday was crazy.
It was.
The rates went all over, so I'm a little curious on what the rates are going to do today and if they're going to steady out. So looks like we're all going, and looks like most of you have dropped off. So bye to the few that are left, and have a productive week.
Bye, everyone.